Hello Year 2, it's Miss Mole here with your geography lesson today. So we are learning to ask questions about what life is like in Africa. Our wolf today. I can talk about things that I already know about Africa. I can decide what I would like to find out about Africa. And I can use my knowledge of Africa to sort photographs. So we've got a warm-up to begin with today. Can you find Africa on this world map? Well done to everybody who did spot it. So the continent of Africa is right here in the centre of our map. We've got Europe to the north of it, and the UK is here. We are part of Europe. So if you look at Europe and go south, you would find the continent of Africa. Now remember, Africa is made up of lots of different countries. It is not one country, it is a continent. Now, today's activities are a little bit different to usual. You're going to be doing your activities as we go through the video. So, pause the video here so you have a chance to go and find either a piece of paper or your printed activity sheets for today. Right, let's have a look at what we are going to be doing. So, activity 1. What things do you already know about life in Africa? Can you draw pictures or write labels inside the blank map to share your knowledge? So this is a chance for you to write down the things that you already know. So I have got a version of your worksheet here, and I'm going to write the things that I already know inside. So I know that Egypt is a country in Africa. I know that in Egypt I will find the pyramids. I also know that giraffes can be found in Africa, and that's all I'm going to pop on there at the moment so that you have a chance to think of your own ideas. So pause the video here and fill in the centre of the map. Don't worry if you don't have the map, you could draw one yourself and then fill it in the middle. Okay, let's have a look at activity 2. Activity 2, what things do you want to find out about life in Africa? What questions do you have? So this is a chance for you to think about the things that you would like to learn while we're learning about Africa. And it might be useful because Mrs. Halligan and I might be able to fit some of these things in to our activities. Of probably not everybody's, but we'll be able to include some of the ideas that come through from Year 2. So this time you're going to be writing your questions around the edge of your map. Remember, a question begins with words such as what, where, who, why, when, how, and they end in a question mark. They are where you are asking things, not telling us things. So if I return back to my map, I'm going to fill it in around the edge. I'm going to write the question, how many countries are there in Africa? How many countries are there in Africa? And I've remembered my capital letter for Africa because it is a name of a place. So what else could I ask? Oh, I know that Africa is quite a hot place to be because there are the deserts. But is there any snow there? So that's my next question. Is there any snow in Africa? Right, here's your chance. So if you pause the video, you can fill in your own questions around your map of Africa. Okay, welcome back Year 2. So activity 3 today involves using some images. Now, if you have been able to print it at home, then right at the bottom of your worksheet for today, there are lots and lots of photos. Don't worry if you couldn't print it at home, because you will be able to just look at them on the screen and you could write down where they all belong. So don't worry, there are other ways to do it. So can you sort the images? Which ones were taken in Africa and which ones were taken elsewhere in the world? Can you explain your decisions? So you could cut up the pictures and sort them. You could stick them onto a piece of paper and write down an explanation underneath each one to explain why you think maybe this one is or isn't in Africa. Why isn't this one, or why is it? So you look really carefully at what the pictures are and then sort them. So good luck everybody, pause your video. Okay, let's have a look at the different pictures. So this one here is a picture of Cape Town traffic. It looks incredibly busy there. Then we've got a picture of a classroom. We've got collecting water. We've got Kampala. We've got a market. We've got rugby. We've got the pyramids. We've got Nairobi. We've got mud and thatch huts. We've got a modern school. We've got safari, small holding farmers, and street food. So I wonder how you all sorted them. I'm going to reveal the answers now. So all of the photos that you have just sorted were in fact taken in the continent of Africa. So they might be from different countries, but they are all from the continent of Africa. Okay, the next part of the video is going to be me going through some different slides all about Africa. Now, I'm not going to read everything on every page. I'm just going to give you maybe 1 or 2 facts from the page and the title. So it would be a good idea if you pause the video after I stop speaking on each slide so you have a chance to look a little bit more closely yourselves. So, Amazing Africa. Africa is made up of a lot of countries and they form the second largest continent in the world. The northern half of the continent is mainly desert and the southern half is mostly made up of jungle, rainforest and plains. I'm going to choose 2 facts which fascinated me here. So fascinating facts. There are 55 countries in Africa. So that in fact answers my question from earlier. And there are over 1,000 languages spoken in Africa. So pause the video and you can carry on reading yourself. Okay, famous African people. So we have Nelson Mandela and we also have Archbishop Desmond Tutu. So pause your video and you can find out a little bit more about each of these people. Right, next to famous African people are Chris Froome. And I didn't realise that he was in fact born in Kenya. And he's a famous cyclist who rides for Britain. Another famous person whom some of you might recognise from the TV is Mo Farah. Again, he is an athlete and actually he's an Olympic champion. So you can pause your video and carry on reading. Then we're going to have a quick look through at some of the famous African landmarks. Remember to pause the video after each one so that you can read a few facts about them. So we've got the Egyptian pyramids, which were built over 4,000 years ago. We've got the Valley of the Kings, which is also in Egypt and is another place where kings and pharaohs were buried. The tomb of Tutankhamun was actually discovered here in 1922. So that was 99 years ago that was discovered. Then we've got Victoria Falls, which is an amazing set of waterfalls and is actually between 2 countries. We have Mount Kilimanjaro, which is in Tanzania, which is also where our Tinga Tinga artwork was coming from. So there's a nice link there to our art and our English. Then we've got the Serengeti National Park, which again is also in Tanzania. So if you pause the video, you can read a little bit more about it. And then we've got some animals. So Africa is well known for its wonderful animals and it's a few places that you can see them in their natural habitat. You might have seen them at a zoo or at a safari park, but if you went to Africa, you would be able to see them out in the wild. People often go to see the big 5, and these are the big 5. An elephant, a buffalo, a leopard, a lion and a rhino. Then we've got some African animal facts here. So if you pause the video, you'll have a chance to read all about the different animals. And that's it for today, Year 2. I hope you've enjoyed our introduction to Africa, and I look forward to reading all of the different questions that you have come up with.